are you always on the cover of your albums?
As I said, I'm the band leader. I write all of the songs, and the record company knew that from the beginning, and we always said, no, it's a band, it's a band. But the truth is, you can only be a band if people are making equal contributions in that sense, you know. In the case of the Beatles, you had John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and George Harrison, who were all fantastic songwriters. So that creates a bond. With Simply Red, no one else in the original band ever wrote any songs, and there was no other principal singer, and I just think it meant that the media and the fans, they focus on me, and the record company knew that I was the talent, so I think that they just did that. I don't always like just having me on the covers, to tell you the truth. No. This one was the last time I really just want to be there on my own. Maybe next time I'll be there with a train or with a tree or something. Just anything but just me, you know.
You mentioned twice the Beatles. Are they idols for you?
Well, you know, people don't really understand this, but I'm from Manchester, and Manchester, the next city really over from Manchester is Liverpool, and the northwest of England, before the Beatles, was really just an industrial zone, working class, quite a tough place, and the Beatles created a revolution for us. Not only did they revolutionize the northwest of England, they went on to revolutionize England and then the rest of the world. They changed the world, and I don't think you can underestimate that.
In one of your albums, you sang a new version of a Cole Porter classic. Was it a challenge?
Well, I'm a lover of jazz. I've been listening to jazz music since I was like 17 or 18, and I think that Cole Porter is one of the finest writers of the century. In a way, there's a song on the album Blue called Someday in My Life that I wrote that is played and written very much in the style of like a Gershwin. Cole Porter, they're very much, especially Cole Porter, somebody that I really admire. We're in this together. We're in this together.
I heard that you are a football fan. Were you actually at the stadium at the finals when Brazil lost the championship?
I've had some great moments in my soccer history. I've scored a goal at Barcelona. I've scored a goal at Wembley. I hit the post at Manchester United. And then I go to see the final of the World Cup in Paris. I was there, and it was a really great occasion. Before the tournament, I said to everybody in the newspapers and journalists that I thought Brazil were going to win. And even right up until the final day, I thought Brazil were going to win. And then on the day when I was there, all the people were saying, yeah, it's going to be Brazil today. And I was one of the few that was saying, I don't know, you know, I think France can do it today. We're in Paris. It just seems like they're a strong team, and Brazil have not been playing so well, and it happened.
But which team did you root for?
Obviously, I was for England. And
no, between Brazil and France.
Well, like I say, at the beginning, I was for Brazil, but I spent a lot of time in Paris, and the French society is very divided. They have really big problems with racism and everything like that. And I was thinking about when England won the World Cup in 1966, when they won it, it changed us. It changed my country. And it was like with them and the Beatles, it all coincided. It was a new beginning for England. And I really feel that France needs a new beginning, needed it badly. And especially because you have people like Zidane, who's from North Africa, from Algeria, and Desailly from African descent. it really sent a very good message to French society, because now they said this is the real France, a multiracial, multi-ethnic society that needs a future. And I'm hoping that this success has given that to them. So I suppose I have to say that on the day I really am glad that France won. My line is long, my soul it rolls, somewhere on the train of universal feeling. My eyes are open, just like the ocean, from the people in need to the sun and the seas. We're in this together.
Are you involved with any party in England?
Yeah, I've been a Labour Party supporter all my life. I'm friends with the Prime Minister, Tony Blair. I've known him for 8 years. I've supported the Labour Party financially for 3 or 4 years. And I'm very proud to be involved, because I have the same political philosophy and philosophy in many ways of life as Tony Blair. That's why I supported him.
Do you think the problems in Ireland, in Northern Ireland, in Belfast, do you think they will come to an end? They will find peace there?
Yes, I do. I don't think it's necessarily going to be next week, but I think that reason now is really taking over the minds and hearts of the Irish people. I'm half Irish myself. My father's very Old English, but my mother's side are Irish, and so I have a special kind of place in my heart for Ireland.
Well, you have been to Rio de Janeiro and to São Paulo. Did you like it?
Yeah, I had a good time. I'm never there long enough to really enjoy a place, you know, because I'm doing work and promotions, stuff like that. But it's a good atmosphere, and I think now, the last time I came here was 5 years ago. I feel now that people is a little more relaxed, and life is not so desperate as it was. It's still going to be hard for many people, but I think somehow it is growing and getting better here.
Do you think that our government has a better image now on your country, for example?
I don't think it's a matter of competition between countries, but I think that for me, as an outsider, for me, the biggest problem facing Brazil is corruption. I think that corruption is a very insidious and terrible disease that once it gets into a society, it's very difficult to get it out of society. You know, if your president is corrupt and your taxi driver is corrupt, then everybody in between can be corrupt too. And this is very, very dangerous, because there's so much waste, you know. There's so much waste, so many things thrown away. And I see that this not only is a very beautiful country, but it's also potentially a very powerful country because of natural resources and things that you have. And if the organization, the basic infrastructure of government administration and those kind of things can be improved, then I think this country could really do something very spectacular, because it is a great country.
After leaving Brazil, what are your plans?
Well, I leave for Buenos Aires. I'm in Buenos Aires for a few days, and then I go back to England. I take a little holiday, and then I carry on doing some more promotion interviews for places in the rest of the world. Maybe I think I have to go to South Africa and the Far East. So,
have you been there before?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah. I had a great experience there. I went on safari, and that was really something fantastic.
Are you looking forward to singing here again? Do you think it would be great?
I love to sing, period. I love to sing. But I really will be very happy to play here again.
Well, we are looking forward to having you singing here again. It will be a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.